So shoes in the dental office, you see all different types of things. But I'm sitting there trying to think of the most common thing. And one of the most common shoes that I see happen to be Crocs.
Started like a real new anthem. Shawty saw my wallet, now she think a new ransom. Whoa, telling me she wanted me to hammer. Trying to get saved, baby, I am not the answer. No, I could never.
Wow, I can't believe this is happening, but I think it's important that we talk about Crocs.
Get the out of here! No, I cannot. It's serious because it's very important.
And are these shoes worth it? And maybe even more importantly, should you get a pair?
I could never trick on the bone unless the is my with a kiss on my lips like I am not.
Okay, so full disclosure, before this video, I'd never owned a pair of Crocs in my life. And if I'd actually put any thought into it, I probably would have said that I never will. But that's before I realized that Crocs are often valued as a comfort shoe, with some swearing that these plastic things right here are the best shoe for spending all day on your feet. And when you also consider how popular they are, well, that puts them squarely on my radar. So, how did we get here? The truth is, recently I was making another video about which shoe is more comfortable between two popular brands, when I asked Dr. Lanil Powell, who also happens to be my brother, the following question.
What brands of sneakers do you see most often in dental offices?
Crocs, Skechers, and Ons.
Wait, let's run that back one more time and listen to the question again and the answer.
What brands of sneakers do you see most often in dental offices?
Crocs.
Okay, so you heard the question, and the question that I asked you is, what sneakers do you see most often in dental offices? And you said
Crocs was the first thing that came out of my mouth. So, all right, my bag. But most of the time when someone says sneakers, they're talking about shoes, right? So shoes in the dental office, and one of the most common shoes that I see happen to be Crocs.
Now, as anecdotal as this evidence may be, the truth remains that many people whose jobs require long demanding days standing on their feet choose Crocs as their footwear solution, even as strange as this might sound to me. So I guess I better go get a pair.
I'm the man in the city, and my bank account bigger, and my body count bigger. That's without a doubt. I'm 100 steps ahead. That's a lot of mouth. That's a lot of clout. What you all about? What your dollar amount? Are you a boy scout? I'm a big
So
dog.
here I am in Shoe Carnival trying out some Crocs for the first time ever. And real quick, my first impression is I don't get it. I don't see what the big deal is. But as you know, on this channel, we don't stop there. We're gonna, put them through the ringer a bit and get back to you. Let's do this.
If I don't get charged, this shit down the corny motherfucker. Turn this shit off, bro. I can't rap how everybody else rap, bro.
Okay, so this is the point in the video when I usually include a montage of me using the product that I'm reviewing. And in the case of a sneaker review, that montage usually looks something like this. However, this is a review of Crocs, so in this case, the montage looks like this. I've had my Crocs for a little over a month now. And what do I think? Whoa. I gotta admit, I'm a convert. I got the off-court version of Crocs because I like them a tad bit better than the standard clogs, and I love them. And you can look through this channel if you want, and you might hear me mention that I like a lot of products, but I promise the thing that you'll never hear me say is that I love any one particular consumer product, and yet I really enjoy using these Crocs. However, I gotta put that into its proper context. First, I think we need to hear from someone that could care less about fad or fashion and remains relatively unfazed by word of mouth or brand name. Now you have a pair of Crocs and you've had a chance to check them out for a while. Do you think that they're useful for you and your lifestyle?
I would say yes. I like them. After I've tried them out, you know my MO. I like to step on the back of my shoes to make myself comfortable when I get in and out of the car. But hey, Clark was the perfect answer. Hey, they work for me.
What do you think of your Crocs?
My Crocs are cool. I just started wearing them. I've owned them for about probably 8 to 10 months or so. And they were sitting under the bed until you told me that, hey, maybe you should try those out. So I tried them out and I feel like they are a really nice house shoe.
I love my Crocs. I wear them all the time. And they were really fun to have on the cruise. I took mine on the cruise and that was really the first time I wore them for a long period of time.
Yes, I really love my Crocs, but that's because they work out well for me and my lifestyle. For me, Crocs fall into the category of a house shoe, just a house shoe that's fashionable enough to wear in public. It's perfect for wearing around the house, grocery store runs, picking up the kids from school, walking the dogs, and so on. But they're also a great vacation shoe and work well poolside, on the beach walk, and for a myriad of other similar purposes. And I think they're comfortable for the category they fall into. In the case of the off-court, I found them to have a high quality shoe sole with a density that closely resembles a sneaker. So yeah, they're nicer than most cheap pairs of slides or garden clogs. And from the best of what I can tell, the cross-like material is either an EVA itself or has properties similar to an EVA. Nevertheless, the sole of the shoe does have some similarity to the feel of a max cushion sneaker, although not as plush in my opinion. Now, I got my Crocs to replace these old beat up slides and these garden clogs right here, which I call my Hilton Head shoes. And I absolutely got my money's worth out of both of these pairs of shoes. However, I feel that my Crocs are of a significantly better quality and have better comfort. And I feel like whoever designed Crocs actually studied a foot, and these things stay on with relative ease. But I also like having the strap on back to give you that extra layer of support for when you're really using them to walk. They're still easy to slide on and off, and you can actually walk around in them pretty decently. But I do have to point out that I did try on a variety of slides, and Crocs weren't the only comfortable brand and style that I tried.
Okay, so here I am back in Shoe Carnival, testing out a few shoes in order to compare them to my Crocs. And currently I'm testing out the Nike Cam slides. I think slides make for the best comparison to Crocs. And in the case of these Cam slides, I gotta say, they're pretty comfortable and cushiony. But here's the catch. They're also $50, which means they're either as expensive or maybe even more expensive than what it would cost to buy a pair of Crocs.
But I will say that they were in the upper echelon of comfort in my opinion.
I still like my Crocs better. They're a little bit more comfortable, but that's also what I'm used to. So take that for what it's worth.
Are Crocs more comfortable than your average clog or house shoe or whatever?
Well, I tell you one thing I like about the Crocs is that the ones I have, kind of massage your feet when you have them on.
Do you think that Crocs are more comfortable than your average pair of, say, slides or clogs?
I would say yes. Being where we are, living here in Chicago, of course, there's certain conditions that you can wear them.
Do you think that Crocs are more comfortable than your average casual clog or slide or comparable shoe?
Not really. I feel like they are just as comfortable.
But they're fine in the house, of course. But wearing them outside, especially like a day like today where it snowed, It might not be a good answer, but yeah, they're functional and they work out and they're comfortable.
I do like how they have more coverage on the foot, but they still have some ventilation. So when I'm walking outside with them, they do feel like there's a little bit more protection from the elements.
It's not just a smooth bottom in mine. So I like that massage feel.
But again, not the only comfortable option. Now, as for the off courts, at 10.1 ounces, they are a tad heavy for a house shoe. Now, the crossband scored a little bit better at only 8.8 ounces, but either way, I'll take the trade-off of a little bit of weight for comfort and versatility. Now, a few times I put miles on these things, and of course, I didn't think Crocs were great for that. You're still gonna be much better off with a pair of sneakers for your 3-mile walk at exercise pace. They also wouldn't be my first choice for a 12-hour day standing in the theme park. I think in either of these cases, you're still gonna be better off with a traditional pair of running or walking shoes. I do really like them for what they are. Not the best comfort shoe in my opinion, but a great convenient shoe that's also pretty comfortable. In addition, they're durable, waterproof, and not horribly expensive. And let's face it, I see these things everywhere, and now after having a pair for a while, yeah, I get it. So, if you're gonna ask me, do I think that Crocs are worth it? Yes, I think they are. Thanks for watching. Until the next one, fitness and beer.